This is number 16, supplemental report in reference to Galesburg Police Report regarding the death of Tyler Smith. The date and time entered was January the 10th, 2019 at 10:03. The officer, Lane Robert Mings. On December 12, 2018, the Galesburg Police Department received information from a subject who wished to stay anonymous. I called and spoke with the caller. The caller stated we should talk to Jay, who works in Galesburg, Illinois. The caller stated he didn't know, but thought Jay might have more information regarding Tyler Smith's death since he was in the National Guard as well. The caller stated he told Jay he was sorry about Tyler Smith and didn't know if he knew Tyler. The caller stated Jay stated something about they were out and were drinking, and Jay said Tyler and someone else left and were walking home and got separated. The caller stated he didn't know if Jay would have any pertinent information, but wanted to say something in case he did. I called and spoke with Sandra, Tyler's mother, and updated on this information and advised her I would be interviewing Jay. On December 18, 2018, at approximately 10:30 hours, Detective Smith and I, Detective Mings, responded to Galesburg and spoke with Jay. I asked Jay if he knew anything about the death of Tyler Smith. Jay advised he was in the Guard with him and started to explain what he knew. I advised Jay I wanted him to come to the Public Safety Building after work so I could get it recorded with audio and video. Jay advised that would be fine and would be responding to the Public Safety Building at approximately 1700 hours after work. Jay showed up at the Public Safety Building at approximately 1700 hours like he said he would. This is a synopsis of the interview with Jay. He was a white male. Please review the DVD in which it was recorded for full details. Start time 16:59 hours, end time 17:15 hours. Jay advised he had drill for the National Guard in Macomb, Illinois on Saturday and Sunday. Jay advised he left for drill on Friday night and stayed at the Armory. Jay advised he was in the 661st Engineer Company, 12th November, as a heavy equipment operator. Jay advised he didn't know Tyler Smith was even back, and the last he knew, he was in California since he was accepted to the San Jose Police Department. Jay advised Tyler Smith came back to turn in all his equipment for his last drill and to say goodbye to everyone. Jay advised Tyler Smith and Evan Hillier went out drinking Friday night, September 14th, 2018. Jay said he didn't know how long they were out. Jay advised Tyler Smith and Evan Hillier ran into Robert Dowers while they were out. Jay advised Evan Hillier was super drunk, so Robert Dowers made Evan Hillier give his keys up. Jay advised all he knows what Evan Hillier told him. Jay advised Evan Hillier stated he was stumbling home drunk and doesn't know what time it was. Jay advised Evan Hillier stated he thought Tyler Smith was with him. Jay advised Evan Hillier stated when he woke up, Tyler Smith wasn't there at his house. Jay advised Evan Hillier stated he asked his mother where Tyler was, and his mother said Tyler didn't come home with him. Jay advised Evan Hillier stated he started looking and calling Tyler Smith's phone a bunch of times. Jay advised Evan Hillier stated Tyler Smith had his keys. Jay advised Evan Hillier stated he went on Saturday, September 15, 2018, to file a missing persons report on Tyler Smith and also let the National Guard Command know he couldn't find Tyler. Jay advised he was told by the National Guard Command to come pick up Evan Hillier in Galesburg, Illinois at his residence, which he did. Jay advised when he picked up Evan Hillier, he told him he couldn't find Tyler and he was worried. Jay advised he picked up Evan Hillier around 11 or 1200 hours. Jay advised he drove Evan Hillier back to Macomb, Illinois for guard. Jay advised they went through drill the whole day and didn't hear anything. Jay advised Saturday night during bingo That is when Evan Hillier got the call that they had located Tyler but didn't know who called Evan. Jay advised National Guard Command drove Evan Hillier back to Galesburg, Illinois. Jay advised Sunday morning he was on Facebook and saw they found someone in Cedar Creek Fork and didn't want to assume anything. Jay advised at first Formation National Guard First Sergeants came out and told them they found Tyler Smith in Cedar Creek Fork. Interview ended. Jay left the public safety building and called back the police department shortly after and spoke with me. Jay advised he wanted to add that Evan Hillier also told him Tyler Smith just recently broke up with his girlfriend because he was going to California. Jay advised Evan Hillier stated Tyler Smith told him that he woke up one morning in his snuff can he had antidepressant pills but didn't know how they got there. Jay advised he just didn't want to leave anything out that he was told. The DVD containing the interview with Jay was tagged as evidence. This is number 17 in the supplemental report in reference to Galesburg Police Department reports regarding the death of Tyler Smith. The date and time it was entered was January the 10th, 2019 at 10:11 by Officer Lane Robert Mings. On December 27th, 2018, I made contact with Sandra, who is Tyler Smith's mother. Sandra and I spoke in reference to the case. Sandra advised she found out the subject driving the silver car in the Casey's surveillance video was Jay. Sandra advised she had been in contact with Travis Peterson, who is the Cherry Street bar owner, and Jay by Facebook. I contacted Cherry Street bar owner Travis Peterson and advised him to please have Jay get a hold of me so I can interview him about him being on the Casey surveillance video. Travis Peterson advised Sandra, Tyler Smith's mother, had contacted him as well about him and he made a mistake and Jay didn't work in the DJ booth that night on September 14th, 2018, and only in the kitchen. Jay called me back shortly and scheduled an interview with me at 1700 hours, but I had to move the interview to approximately 1800 hours because of a call-out. On December 27th, 2018, at approximately 1759 hours, Jay, who was a white male, responded to the public safety building for an interview which was requested by me, Detective Mings. When Jay first arrived, I advised him why I wanted to interview him, and he advised that Sandra was in contact with him by Facebook Messenger and was asking him questions about her son and cab companies and showed me the messages. Jay advised he wanted to make sure I knew his real legal name was Jay and not Jay. I showed Jay the surveillance video to refresh his memory and showed him coming and going from Casey's. I also showed him on the video where Tyler Smith was walking. Jay advised he worked at Cherry Street Bar that night in the kitchen and didn't do the DJ booth. He advised me he drove that night and was the person in the video. Jay advised he never took any cabs at all that night. This is synopsis of the interview with Jay at the Public Safety Building on 12/27/2018. Start time 18:12 hours. End time 18:21 hours. Please watch the DVD it was recorded to for full details. At the start of the interview, I once again went over the still photos from the surveillance video, and Jay admitted to the subject being in the photograph was him. Jay stated he was coming from Taco Bell on North Henderson Street to Casey's on East Main Street to get sour cream for the tacos because they didn't have any. Jay stated when he left on North Academy Street and went the same way as Tyler Smith, he didn't see anyone walking on the road. Jay stated he went on North Academy Street, took a right on West Ferris Street, then took a left on North Broad Street, then a left on West North Street to get to his girlfriend's residence. I asked Jay why he came back to Casey's. Jay stated he came back because he thought he got sour cream, but it wasn't, so he returned it to Casey's. Jay stated when he came back, he would have went from West North Street to North Academy Street and made left turn, then up to West Main Street to make a left turn, then to Casey's. Jay stated he never saw anyone walking on the street and didn't hit anyone on the street. Jay did show me on his phone on Facebook Messenger from September 14th, 2018, where his girlfriend sent him a message, "No sour cream." Jay stated he never took any caps that night. I have tagged the DVD containing the interview of Jay into evidence with an evidence tag. Detective Means, number 147, 12/29/2018 at 19:46 hours. This is number 18 in supplemental reports in reference to Galesburg Police Department regarding the death of Tyler Smith. The date and time entered is January the 10th, 2019 at 10:16 by Officer Lane Robert Means. On Friday, January 4th, 2019, in the morning, I received a USB drive from Chief Christensen containing full video, 4 surveillance camera angles, 2 exterior cameras, and 2 interior cameras from Casey's General Store located at 223 West Main Street, Galesburg, Illinois, from September 14th, 2018 at 2200 hours until September 15th, 2018 until 0400 hours. I reviewed the interior cameras because I didn't have these cameras last time and only had 1 exterior camera. I focused my attention on camera 1 because I can see the Casey employees and Jay the best. The video I have now does have a time date stamp on the video when reviewing it. Details of interior cameras. Time 1:46:41. Jay entered the store and goes straight to the cashier counter. A black female is working as the cashier. The cashier and Jay engage in conversation. The cashier selects some tobacco products from the back wall. Jay engages in conversation again with cashier. The cashier then calls over a white female, Casey's employee, which starts talking to Jay. After the conversation, the white female goes over to the condiment and puts some items from the condiment items in a plastic bag and gives them to Jay. Jay pays for what appears to be tobacco products and takes the plastic bag as well, which the Casey's employee provided him. Time 1:48:27. Jay exits to the parking lot. Time 1:57:18. Jay comes back into Casey's General Store and goes straight to the cashier counter again and engages in a conversation with the black female cashier again. The same white female Casey's employee, which gave Jay the plastic sack with items from the condiment counter, comes out of the kitchen and meets with Jay. The white female Casey's employee and Jay engage in conversation at the cashier counter. Then Jay returns the plastic sack to the white female Casey's employee. The white female Casey's employee receives the plastic sack containing items and sits it on the condiment counter. Time 1:58:26. Jay exits to the parking lot. Jay states he went to Casey's for sour cream and returned later and returned the items he was given because it wasn't sour cream. Jay did appear to purchase tobacco products as well. I attempted to get the receipt from Casey's manager on January 4th, 2018 at approximately 1,000 hours, but Casey's management advised they couldn't go back that far to September to retrieve a receipt. Please review video if anyone has any questions. At this point, there is no evidence or anything which would indicate Jay having any involvement with the death of Tyler Smith. I have tagged the USB drive containing Casey's surveillance video into evidence with an evidence tag. Dixie State University. On Friday, January 4th, 2019, at approximately 10:19 hours, I spoke with Joan Runs Through from Dixie State University. Joan Runs Through advised she was almost done with the DVR system and should have it back by next week. Joan Runs Through advised she didn't see anything from September, but was showing some video from early December and possibly one clip from April. Joan Runs Through advised she would create a report and would be included in the package when the DVR is sent back. I thanked Joan Runs Through for her time. Detective Means, number 147, January the 4th, 2019 at 10:41 hours.